finally get to the end of the day where we can open up our boxes. And as I open up that box and cut through the duct tape, oh, these awesome cards were in it with candy, little messages, jokes. Did you ever have that fun time there, Todd?
Oh, absolutely, we did. We did the same thing. Yeah, we gave Valentine's cards to secret admirers and everything. Nobody ever knew where it came from and whatnot. I'd be sitting in school going and looking at these girls and going, did you send it to me? Did you send it to me? Did you send it to me? Never knew, but it was always fun and everything trying to figure out who it was.
Yes, it was. And like the picture I just put in the box in our little ROC room here, a little box of goodies. I don't know if it was more or less knowing how many little friends you had. They were always the secret ones. Or if it was just the fact that you had a couple days worth of candy to break your teeth and go to the dentist and get a sticker. I like the sticker. But anyway, Todd, I got to thinking about today after my butt is really sore. I got a couple extra holes in it from all those arrows. I think I still got one stuck in there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's going to leave a bruise. But anyway, why is Valentine's February 14th? Why is there Valentine's?
Well, that's interesting, and I do have the foremost expert on this here for the show with us, which would be Eagle Mama. Did some research for us today, and she has definitely a little bit of history on Valentine's. It has to do with, what is it, two brothers, I believe?
Valentine, yes. They were two brothers.
Two brothers, and yes, go ahead with it.
Well, they were martyred for being Catholic priests who were caught marrying Christians instead of Catholics, and that was a big no-no back in 2069 AD, and they were executed on February 14th of 2069 AD, and that's where the date came from.
So back then, you're telling me that they gave out Valentine's back then. I mean, I don't even think what would we consider a Valentine's gift back then? I mean, did they always have these little pretty? Well, obviously they didn't have these little pretty cards, but I mean, did you find a shiny leaf laying in the road or a rock and give it to somebody as a treasure? Or, I mean, where did all this hoorah stuff come from?
Well, you got to remember one thing, that Cupid, going back in the days, is actually a Greek god, or the child of a Greek god.
Greek mythology.
Greek mythology, yes, going back. Venus is the goddess of love, and Venus's child was Cupid, so...
Known as Eros.
Known as Eros. Okay, I did not know that.
Get the word arrows from his shooting arrows.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's where the baby that's shooting you in the ass is coming from. So he is actually a Greek god. Yes, go ahead.
But going back to the two brothers named Valentine who were martyred and, killed for them doing something they shouldn't have done, it was also during the time of the Roman era where they used to celebrate a festival called Lupercalia, which is a pagan fertility festival that occurred annually in Rome. So they kind of did all of that right around the same time, and it became a tradition as a holiday feast of fertility.
And of course, being Valentine's Day, it's all about fertility.
Fertility. That's a big word for me. What does that mean?
That means before.
People and multiply.
Yeah, that means people multiply. Evolution. People are going to have a very happy night tonight.
Oh, so I got shot in the butt with a couple arrows today, and that means I'm going to have an exciting multiplication night. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, you're going to have more than a multiplication night. Wait till later in the show. We got something coming up. You're definitely going to have the happiest of Valentine's Day.
Well, I don't know what you got planned. I'm sure it's something I'm going to probably hide under my bed for or in my closet. But hey, honestly, folks, we did this. We are dedicating this show tonight with Valentine's. What little information we just already explained to you was more than I actually knew. They don't teach us in school anymore. It's just the pretty little bows, the little candy hearts, and later on you visit your dentist and give your mom and dad a heck of a dentist bill. And my biggest thing is to this day, my daughter's 18 and my son's 12, and I always go to Walmart and pick them up a little Valentine's heart with candy in it. It's something special to do, and whether you're with somebody or not, it's something that you can pick yourself up, do something special for yourself. Like I said earlier today, on this afternoon when I was in here visiting and whatnot, I says, you go get your hair done, go get your nails done. It's not even for the ladies in particular; it's for guys too. Guys can go and, have a beer or go get some hair club for men and make themselves look younger or something. Just do something off the wild and crazy and just say, hey, you know what? Happy Valentine's to yourself. My biggest question, though, Todd, help me out here with your research and your beautiful other half there helping us out here tonight, because it is kind of a Valentine's is kind of a duet type of deal. What makes so you said February 14th is when the person died and whatnot, and they put him to death or whatever. My question is how did it all of a sudden become a happy thing?
Well, maybe the Valentine's brothers' wives were happy that they were dead.
No,
What?
it became a tradition more in the United States in the early 19th century, sorry. And it just became a time of where it went from celebrating that festival of, fertility to just showing an expression of love and care for each other, whether it be for spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, or just loved ones in general, that you love them. It just became one of those, it changed over the years. It became something. And then nowadays, it's been commercialized by, the markets selling cards and candies and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and it changes and whatnot. And you know what? I can say personally, I'm man enough to say this or whatnot. I actually went out today and I had a pedicure and I had my feet massaged and everything and the whole 9 yards. And it felt absolutely amazing. I feel so refreshed and everything. I'm ready to go to work tomorrow and deal with the wintertime.
He got his legs waxed too, and probably other parts too. But anyway, but that sounds awesome. And so you got to treat yourself. It's not all the time that we get to do that. And Valentine's Day, I'm gonna be honest with you. I went my regular Thursday, and tomorrow night's the third Friday of the month. I'll be going and handing out food to people that don't have food. That's my Valentine's thing I did today. Did it for about an hour or two this afternoon. And, it's just that, people are saying, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Valentine's Day. And I kept thinking to myself, what does this really mean? I mean, I'm not getting any candy here. I'm not getting no candy hearts. Do I need to be with somebody to celebrate Valentine's Day? Do I need to? But I got to thinking deep down inside, Happy Valentine's to everybody in the ROC, men and women. because you know what, we're all family here, and we're all love one another in each and every kind of different kind of way. And my biggest thing is you don't have to put a ring on it, like the song. Sorry, whoever wrote it. And you don't have to necessarily put a chocolate on it, although melting chocolate on it. Never mind. It's not late night, damn it. But no, you don't even have to go all out. Just the fact of you looking at someone and saying, "Hey, Happy Valentine's Day. You're a decent person. I just thought I'd let you know that." And it goes without saying that person, make their day, and that person will probably 9 times out of 10 say it back to you, or they'll go through their day feeling loved and cared for. And my biggest question to you, Todd, and, well, your other half, is what makes a happy Valentine's? Is it all the money that people are spending? Because I did some research on my own here, and I got it written here that just in the state of Minnesota alone, I read there are so many figures. I just picked one. It says that 90% of men spend within flowers and candy, and maybe movies and stuff like that. But I'm just going to do flowers and candy for now. Just alone, spend about $2,800 on just one day of the year.
Well, I could say one thing. You know what? It's not about how much money you spend or whatnot. It's about making people happy. It's about making people feel loved. If you can do that for one person, that makes, it's not a job, but it's what makes the day worthwhile. And if I could read this, it says you don't have to spend a lot of money. It doesn't have to be about romance or sex. But it says that we like an opportunity reliably, annually, to tell people that we love them. And that's the greatest gift of all, because you know what? There comes a time in everybody's life that we probably regret a little bit. We didn't tell somebody how much we care, how much we love them, and whatnot. And that should be done every day. And as far as today, like with me and Eagle Mama, we like to play it that every day is Valentine's Day, because we spend it together. We love each other. We laugh, we joke, we cry, we argue. We do everything. And you know what? And that's the greatest gift of all, and that's what everybody should have. Tell everybody you love them, even if you don't like them. You still love them in one way, shape, or form.
I want to get the inside of our listeners out there. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. I want to know, what was one very special Valentine's that you endured that made it just top of the world to you? What made your socks roll up and down? What gave you the butterflies in your stomach? What gave you the most pleasure of? Pick out one Valentine's that you remember, and what happened on that Valentine's. Let's take a couple calls and then continue this, because there's very interesting facts about Valentine's. You got any callers out there? Light up our box. Let us know if you got something to say, and we'll choose somebody out there, or you can just key up and let us know what you're thinking about this Valentine's Day thing. Whether you're with somebody or not, it don't matter. Whether you're with a close friend or just somebody that you can just call up and say, "Hey, Happy Valentine's Day. How you doing?" I know there's Tilly out there. I know there's a couple people out there. What has somebody done for you that just gave you a kind of a cool little thought in your mind of Happy Valentine's Day? Was there a teacher back in the day? Was there a little high school crush? Elementary school crush? Okay, and here's what I'll do. I'll share mine. I wasn't going to tell nobody because I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but I'll share it. My little duct tape box that I had, Well, because I thought I had the ugliest box in the whole school, I let it sit there and fill up until the teacher said we could go grab them boxes. And the one girl out of the whole class that I thought treated me like crap. She used to throw spitballs at me. Yeah, she was a girl and she knew how to do that. And I thought that was gross. But you know what? She used to do all kinds of naughty things to me, chew her gum and throw it at me, and stick it in my hair. But I got a Valentine's from her, and you know what it said? Sorry about being a bully. Happy Valentine's Day. And I thought to myself, wow. She, just a little elementary girl, admitted that she was naughty to me. But yet she thought I was kind of a cool person to give her waste her time, put my name on a Valentine's, and drop it in my box. I thought that was pretty cool. You guys still do for husband or wives, or girlfriends, boyfriends, even friends? You still buy a card for somebody? Are you one of the last ones in line? Getting those flowers before they're gone? Let us know.
I sent my Valentine 6 Valentine cards this year. He only got 4 in the mail. It'll teach me to send oversized Valentines. I guess they don't arrive. But 4 of them are regular size. He got 4 out of the 6. I'm happy.
And there you go. And you know, Adam, you know, that girl that was such a bully to you in school and whatnot, you know what? She probably had the biggest crush on you, and she didn't know how to express it except through spitballs.
You're right, because that was the first encounter I've had with girl germs. You're probably right. And bubblegum, I had to cut big blotches on my hair. But yeah, and LBT, thank you for chiming up and letting us know. Yeah, see, you took an initiative to go out there and face the crowd and get a couple Valentines ready for your sweetheart or your sweethearts or whatever, and mail out several cards, and that, you know, right there, you know, however much your stamps are out in your worlds, you know, and then the cards are average cards, about $3. You know, it's not the amount of money that you spend. You know, I tell people, you know, I always, with my sweethearts that I had, I just turn around and take them out to eat, have a nice dinner, maybe catch a fling on a movie or something, and then drop them off at home. You know, I wasn't expecting anything else other than, hey, have a good night. You know, I'd open the door for them, which I still do. I'm a gentleman like that. And I have flowers waiting in the front seat. When they open the door, they see them. You know, and that's just how I roll. You know, there are still gentlemen out there, and there are still people that care. You know, some people just think of it as another day. And though, you know, you portray it as maybe another day, but deep down inside, is it really another day?
There is only another day that you share with the loved one. And actually, I'm still waiting for my card from Eagle Mama. You know, I haven't gotten nothing today. And I can tell you, honest to God truth, what we did for Valentine's. Let's see. I took her to a doctor's appointment. I bought her KFC. And we're home. And that's about it. That's Valentine's Day.
Well, I made you something for Valentine's.
Yeah, we'll discuss that later. Yes. There is...
This makes me think of something.
What, dear?
Earlier today, there was a lot of talk all day long on the channel about Valentine's Day. And
yes,
Little Miss Pink Sparkles was saying something, and she really hit home on something about sometimes it's not about buying things for people, but making something from the heart homemade to give to somebody that you care about is more special sometimes than buying something or flowers or whatever.
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
It's not the price tag. It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
And you are absolutely correct. Yes.
And thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Eagle Mama, because that was my next question to the audience here and to you guys. I think there's more thought that actually does come in unlabeled as a price tag. I think there's more thought that is put into it than I think there is money. Now I'm gonna leave it at this, and Todd's got some up his sleeve, and I'm really sweating here. And I'm trying just to keep this rolling until 10 o'clock and just be done before he has a chance to do anything. But anyway, he's got me on walking on eggshells, folks. But I am going to leave it at this on this note, is the fact that each and every day we wake up, folks, and we have different thoughts about how we feel. Some of us wake up happy, some sad, some confused, some hurt, some whatever it may be. But I want you guys to try something this week before we come back on air for our next show. I want you to wake up in the mirror. Wake up in the mirror, yeah. Wake up and look into the mirror and look at yourself as a Valentine's heart. Yes, it sounds a little weird, but this is something I read. I want you to look at yourself as something bright and shiny and red and just you're wanted all the time. There's never a time that you're not wanted. We love having everybody on this channel. We love hearing from all you guys, even the ones that don't key up and they're listening, saying, should I push that button? Should I push that button? Should I push that button? But, I know there's a lot of thought with Valentine's that might hurt some people, might make you feel uncomfortable. That's not what we were trying to do here. We were trying to actually look into it to find out what it was all about. But I want you to look at yourself as something that's important, something that's wanted, something that's needed. Because you know what? There is a secret person out there probably, like Todd just hinted on, with the little girl that put that Valentine's in my box that said, sorry for bullying you. There is something out there for everybody. And truly, you're never going to find it if you keep looking. Don't look. It'll come to you. It will. And maybe it's coming to you and you're so blindsided that you might let it go past you. Grab a hold of your true feelings and your trueness in your heart and let it show that you do care. Don't clam up, because then happier things will happen. Better things will come your way. Peace, love, and respect. Those are 3 key words that I live by now, and I love every day, every day. And so, Todd, what else do we got to thinking about on this Cupid day? My butt's still, I'm leaning to the right, because my left cheek got hit so many times with arrows today that I'm still kind of cringing a little bit. I was going to rub some Neosporin on it, but I don't think that would work. But what other kind of artifacts did we pull up today?
Well, I can tell you this. Your left cheek is still hurting. You're talking about being blindsided or whatnot, or don't get blindsided. Keep looking to your left there, brother, because you never know when it's going to happen. It's going to come when you least expect it. What I could tell you, let's see, do you have a fact about Valentine's Day, my dear? Or I'm going to go into the crazy dessert.
Crazy dessert.
Oh, the crazy dessert. Well, let's go with this then. That would be, being I already said, I was a cheap date today and took her to a doctor's office appointment and bought her KFC tonight and everything. But in her most wonderful way on Valentine's Day, of course, she had to bake something. And she baked a very yummy, delicious dessert that I've never heard of before, but the name is perfect for Valentine's Day.
I'll post pics in the box.
And she will post pics in the box. It is called, believe it or not, Sex in a Pan.
Oh. Is there any action to this? Oh, and do you know, duly note, thank you, Rattlesnake. I see that shout out that you gave us with that picture in the box there. There's some more artifacts that Rattlesnake has picked up. My eyes aren't the best. I don't know if you want to skim through that between you and Eagle Mama and maybe pick out a couple of interesting facts out of that, what he just posted. That looks pretty interesting. And then we're going to focus on your dessert in the box, or your, sex in the pan,
Eagle Mom is looking at it right now, what Rattlesnake posted, and thank you for your contribution. And, what do you got, babe?
Well, Rattlesnake posted a St. Valentine's Day massacre in 1929 on a frigid morning in an unheated brick garage. 7 men were lined up against a whitewashed wall, and pumped with 90 bullets from submachine guns, shotguns, and a revolver. It was the most infamous of all gangland slangs in America.
Almost sounds like Sandman was there.
Oh,
What?
And it was savagely achieved its purpose, the elimination of the last challenge to Al Capone for the mantle of crime boss. Wow.
Wow. So there you go. Al Capone, the big badass.
Yeah, that's crazy how much massacre and how much crap that actually went on. And that we can overcome it today and have actually a Valentine's with a smile and actually care and love one another, no matter if we're with the person or not. That's what it's really all about right there, folks. Stop all the hatred and crime and crap, all the negative thinking and all the negative thoughts about your neighbor. Because you know what? That neighbor's going to be picking you up off the ground if you ever fall. You know, it's just that one thought, should I or shouldn't I? Be more kind-hearted to others and they'll be kind-hearted to you. And that's what Valentine's should be year-round, not just today. It should be year-round, all around. That's like Christmas should be every day. You should be giving and not expecting to receive all year round. If you can, you know.
Well, getting back to sex in the pan, I could say it's crunchy, yummy goodness. You want to explain what it is? It's a quickie dessert for anybody that still wants to make it. It's early on Valentine's Day.
I used almost all sugar-free ingredients, and it's basically a pudding dish using both chocolate and vanilla pudding with some graham crackers and shortbread cookies and some chocolate fudge cookies and Cool Whip. It's easy. It layers together kind of like a lasagna, a dessert lasagna, and it is delicious.
There you go. There you go. There it is right there. And God only knows what you could do with the graham crackers. You know, you could scoop that Cool Whip and whatnot and do some interesting things with it for Valentine's Day.
It's a party in your mouth.
It's a party in your mouth and probably some other places, but it's not late night.
Eagle Bomb, can you do me a favor after the show? Can you get back to me on how much ingredients I need to fill up my bathtub? Just checking. Thank you. And yes, folks, yeah, there you go. Party in your pants, not in your pants. Wow, where was I going? Party in your, wow, party in your mouth, party in the pan. No, sex in the pan. No, better than sex in the, whatever the heck that dessert is. But yes, I got my mind wandering 500 different ways. But yes, there you go. There's a dessert, you know, that took what, maybe, I put an estimate of maybe $10 on all that, if that. And you just whip that out of the refrigerator after a nice little meal with somebody and, hey, you know, or, you know, stop over your neighbor's house saying, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Throw a little bit of that on a plate for somebody. It's just a thought that counts. I'm lonely tonight, yes, folks. I have nobody that wants to give me any sex in a pan. But that's okay. But, hey, I'll take some of that, Todd. Sneak it over here.
That's not a problem. And wait a minute. You hit on Eagle Mama earlier when she already said she was going to be your Valentine. I'm the one that's going to be lonely tonight, not you. And actually, that's coming up later.
Oh, Adam, you're about ready to say party in your pants, weren't you? Sounds like the start of a rummage.
This is not picked on Adam's night. Sorry, folks. Let's reverse that, please. It's not late night, though. I got to keep it clean. Otherwise, I could have a big hammer on my head from above. But anyway, party. Yeah, wow. Anyway, so what else do we got to finish up with the Valentines? What else is there anything else that you guys want to add to the Valentines because, that was quite a heck of a history on that. A lot of shootings and massacre over such a delightful day. I had no clue. That's crazy.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't know it was so violent and whatnot. I mean, I've heard of makeup sex and everything, but wow, that's a lot of violence.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah, matter of fact, it's just like Christmas time in the stores nowadays, actually. Before New Year's is even up and over with, they're already pulling out the chocolates. And word has it, folks, okay, and I did read on this today, folks, and I'm only going to give you a brief description because there's been a big thing about it in the box. Everybody's been talking about it. It's no surprise. Some of you guys have not been able to find candy hearts. Those little hearts that hurt when people flick them across the room or throw them in a PCB pipe and blow them and they rock it across the room and hit you in the head. Okay, that was back in the day, sorry. But, the little suck-on candies, the little messages that you like to flirt across the room. Hey, X's and O's to you. Okay, well, anyway, word has it that there was going to be a shortage this year of them. And there was... in some states, up here in Minnesota, I've found them all. From the big ones that actually taste like what the color they are, green's wintergreen, blue, yellow's banana, pink is whatever. I've bought them a couple times this year. They're soft. They're not outdated. They still got some of the little ones up here in Minnesota too. But some states say they can't find them. That's because, interesting fact, Dum Dum's company decided to buy out the outfit and make some new and improved tasting hearts for the upcoming year of next year. Yes, so they're not all going to taste the same. They're going to taste a little bit different and a little bit more taste to them and possibly even more romantic messages on them, huh? That's right. I actually got one stuck to my face the other night. I fell asleep, was sucking on one. What am I telling you guys this for? Anyway, but but yes, the Dum Dum Company is going to come out with your candy hearts as soon as next year, folks. So please look forward to them and let me know how they taste. Anything else for you, Todd?
Well, I'm just wondering what the single ladies are doing this evening or whatnot, how they're celebrating Valentine's Day. Don't want them to be lonely or anything.
No, and that's why I have devoted myself. I do have to take a car ride here in a little bit, but I have devoted myself tonight to stay on the radio. Yep, I have. All the way up on the radio till my 75% battery dies completely. Because I don't want any of the ladies to feel lonely, sad, cold, and not have a feeling that there's somebody out there to chit-chat with. So I have devoted my time, yes, folks, instead of just hiding after the show, which I tend to go cook dinner and stuff, I am going to go hungry. I am going to devote my time and my effort to make sure I can tuck everybody in tonight, for sure. Todd, what do you got planned other than rolling around in that dish that your other half made you?
Oh, I have a full night planned with Eagle Mama and everything. And for the lovely single ladies or whatnot, I think it would be a good idea to auction you off to the single ladies for a one-night massage.
Yeah, I kind of thought that's kind of where you were heading on that money thing. You are a funny man. Yeah, I might have big hands, but I don't know how I'm going to have to take care of that. That's kind of a one-on-one thing, don't you think there, Todd? Todd? Wait till I get you behind the scenes.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. Your profile is the thing, those rock hard hands. Come on, ladies. All you single ladies out there. Come on. Rock hard fingers on your neck, your shoulder. Hard day at work. This and that. And I could throw in a little extra depending on the highest bid. I could throw in a little extra, but that's going to be a secret depending on the highest bid. You know, here you go. You have Mr. Centerfold 2019. Strong hands, massage your neck, your shoulders, your back, everything. Come on, ladies. It's the day of love. Here it is. You want a day of relaxation. Mr. Centerfold 2019, the thing, he can give you that day of relaxation you've been dying for.
$10.
Oh, we got $10. Come on. That's not even a bid.
$10.50.
He's just mad because I wouldn't pay for a shower last night.
Showers are $12. I go with that, $12.
We have $12. Come on. I got a secret surprise coming on with this. Come on. Rock hard fingers. Oh my God. It'll be the greatest deep tissue massage you could ever have for a Valentine's Day gift.
You got me in hot water, dude. Yeah, okay. And you know what? Just for from head to toe, folks, okay? Head to toe, finger to finger. It's continuously baby oil, whatever you want. Yes, even a piece of the pie that you got shown on there, the cake or whatever it is that your mama made. If you want that smeared on you, that's fine too. He's already got me in hot water.
I don't have you in hot water. I got the biggest surprise in the back. The ladies don't even realize it. I got them hanging in the background. I got the special deal hanging in the background.
$1.25.
Tilly. No, you want to go higher than that. You want to go like 125 for this deal.
I think there's already a high bid of $12 so far. Okay, folks. Wow. You know what I actually like doing? It is going to sound really gross, but it's not gross. I know it's not after hours, so don't freak out. But it's not a bad thing. You know what I love doing, though, Todd? A lady should not have, a lady with long hair, beautiful, long, soft hair, should not have to continuously comb it. I love combing ladies' hair. Just to pull it back and just, yeah, I don't know. It's just a fetish about that.
All right, well, I'm going to chime in here because you know what? If you brush hair, I would pay you $500 to brush my hair for an hour. And I would just love to have my head massaged with a hairbrush. Brush my hair for an hour.
So is that the final offer? $12? That's it? That's all I get for the thing to do a massage? No, I didn't hear you. I tried to unmute you, and that's why there was silence.
There's a $13 bid in the box.
15. That's it. $15.
Wow, $15. All right. Well, for the $15 deal, Then I'm going to bring out the secret, and I may not even award it to the $15 deal, but I do have a special guest, Mr. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Yes. Good evening there, Johnny. How are you?
Well, hello, Rock Rider. How's everyone doing in the ROC tonight?
I'm sure you're all heated up for Valentine's Day, and thank you for being on the show this evening and coming in, because I know you're always very busy.
Johnny Storm, welcome to the show. It's a privilege. It's an honor. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Adam. How are you?
A little bit red in the face right now, but I'm cooling down.
See, that's what we don't want, Adam. We don't want you cooling down. That's why I called in a favor to the Human Torch and asked him if he would come in and do me a favor. This was the surprise, ladies. You have the Thing here with his massive rock hands and whatnot. You could have had a hot rock massage. Johnny would have heated him up and everything. But you only wanted the low bid and whatnot, so I can't ask Johnny to do that. But Johnny, thank you so much for being on the show. And how are you doing tonight?
You're welcome, Todd. And it's a pleasure being on the show. I'm doing good.
And Johnny, actually, Eagle Mama just reminded me she offered $500. So, damn, that's my money. Yeah, you're laughing. Yeah, here goes my Valentine's present to you. Yeah, so now I get to see Adam come over here. Johnny's going to heat him up. You're going to get a hot rock massage. All the other ladies in the ROC, they miss out. I get to watch and be jealous. Wow.
And I get the win-win.
Yeah, you get the win-win. Yeah, okay.
All at my expense. And I always thought there was enough of me to go around. I'm extra fluffy. So, I mean, like, Big Bird taught me how to share. So, you know.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. At least I get you and Johnny over here and whatnot, and at least I get to keep an eye on everything. At least I get to watch. So it will be a special Valentine's for me, I guess. Plus, you guys get to eat sex in a pan.
I'm on a diet. I'm working to get my six-pack back.
That's okay, Adam. It's sugar-free.
Yeah. The offer isn't, but the pan of chocolate probably is.
So what are you up to, Johnny, tonight? Who's your Valentine tonight? Who are you flaming on with?
Well, I'm not giving away any names. But, yeah, I do have a hot date tonight. Later on.
Flame retardant underwear and everything? You gonna melt the snow?
Well, I'm down south. There's no snow right now. So, no melting the snow yet.
Well, you just keep that heat going, brother. Today's the day for that. Keep the heat going.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so back to the audience and everything. What's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's being quiet. You know, what are you doing for your significant other or your mother or your dad or your brother, sister?
Best friend.
Best friend. Everything. You're supposed to be spreading the love tonight.
Hey everybody, I figured I'd key up. I am spending my Valentine's Day with my beautiful daughter. We're sitting here listening to music, enjoying mother and daughter time. Made a great dinner, and we're just enjoying time with one another.
Now that right there, that is delicacy right there. That right there means more than anything in the world, because your daughter's going to remember that. You know, your daughter's going to know that quality time is something that was shared between you and her on Valentine's, and she's gonna know that, and I give you props for that. It's the same thing I used to do with my kids. My daughter's actually one room away from me with her boyfriend, and she's spent first Valentine's with him, and you know, I got her a little box of candy, but you know, she's old enough to, well, she's too old to say Happy Valentine's to me now. So, but yeah, that's awesome.
And she surprised me. She came home today from school. Don't know how she did it, but she brought me a bouquet of flowers home. I have to post a picture of them here in a second, but she brought me flowers. Really touched my heart. She made me cry, but yeah.
And I am spending Valentine's Day with Buffalo Kitty in my truck, here in Missouri.
I'm also in my truck. Probably be in Missouri in about an hour, but I'm going across 70. Valentine's Day began in 496 AD. It had a different name back then, but it was still Valentine's Day. It was a pagan holiday to celebrate the start of spring. When the Christian movement came in, it was actually outlawed for a very long time as a non-Christian holiday. And it wasn't until a couple hundred years ago that it was actually brought back to be celebrated by the masses. And the candy companies actually brought it back. So, just a little bit of information on Valentine's Day.
Well, you know, I'm spending Valentine's Day at work. It'll be over by the time I get off. And I did do stuff special for my wife. Of course, I always have to. But, you know, to me, Valentine's Day is more than just one day a year. You got to do it every single day that you're together with that special someone. Valentine's Day to me is the day, you know, you make everybody feel, you know, like they're appreciated. You show a little love to everyone.
That's it right there. You said it, Jay. That's it. You show love every day to everybody. To everybody. And if you do have that special someone, well, not every day is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day just becomes another day. It passes by.
And that's right. And you know what? There's several stories out there from what Rattlesnake posted, what Todd and his other half gained interest in and made copies of and read. And a little bit, you know, the candy factor and everything else that I shared and this and that. There's different stories of, you know, how it came about, but the most important thing is the fact that to this day we can celebrate it without shooting people up. Such massacre and deceitfulness and anger and madness. We can actually have our kids enjoy a holiday that they're proud of bringing flowers home to their mommy and daddies, that they're proud of being who they are and giving, not expecting, but giving. And that is what's really important for everybody to learn from.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's not a holiday that goes by that there's not some, how could I say it, bad news to it. And we're not bad history to it or whatnot, but the goodness always comes out. And that's what counts. The light always shines over the darkness.
Every holiday actually has a dark side in history, but it's all about looking at the positive and the good stuff and making it, mean something good to us.
That's it. Exactly. You're absolutely correct. We all have to look at the positive side and just keep on moving and keep on going. And that's how we all get along.
Is there anybody else out there who's getting to be that 8:55 mark? I was wondering if there's anybody else out there that wants to add something beautiful that might have happened to them today, maybe something small that you might think was a big thing, but it was maybe the smallest thing, or maybe it was the biggest thing that we might think is anything that out of the ordinary that might have happened to you today that had to do with maybe a Valentine's, superstition, maybe because it's Valentine's, it happened today and never happened before. Anything like that, go ahead and key up, let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to roll some credits here in a couple minutes. Any more callers? Anybody want to chime in?
I think everybody should say who their first crush was and how they went about it.
I made some Valentine's chocolates in my pants today.
I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. That is very, very unique. Thank you for sharing that.
Ooh, if we're going to say first crush, my first crush, and I think I was, oh my goodness, maybe 10 or 11 years old, was Mork from Mork and Mindy. I loved Robin Williams. I thought he was the most awesome person on the planet.
Come on, people, don't be shy. Pick your favorite actor, your favorite person, even if it's an ROC member, just pick it and say it.
Helen Hunt, I'm mad about you. That white blousey shirt, just when she's irritated at the other guy that plays on there, she's just, I like dark-haired women though, but I'm just saying Helen Hunt was kind of my first crush.
Susan Day from the Partridge Family.
Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
Who was that one girl that played in Kill Bill, the Asian chick? Is that Lucy Liu? Yeah, it's Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu was my crush.
Adam, you just liked how she said, "We got cows" in Twister.
Bo Derek. Melissa Joan Hart, Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Wow, dude, Bo Derek, going back to 10, huh?
Yep, Bo Derek. That's when beauty was natural, before all these filters on your selfies and stuff.
What about you there, Mr. Todd? Sitting in the background, letting everybody go and not saying anything for yourself? Because I know if you say so, you might get slapped. Your other half's right there.
Yeah, well, I got to stay quiet because I have the significant other over here. No, I would have to say, oh my God, going back in the day, everybody would probably say like Farrah Fawcett or whatnot, but I'd have to go with, let's see, Farrah Fawcett and, oh my God, I can't think of the other Charlie's Angel. Cheryl something, I can't think of it. Chevrolet. Yes, you got it. Yes, absolutely. But my ultimate favorite would have to be Carmen Electra.
Rock Rider, I was for sure you were going to say Nancy Reagan. Just for some reason, I figured you would say Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, I thought Todd was going to say Monica Lewinsky.
Agent Gibbs from NCIS.
I don't know, Buffalo Bill. I was thinking you might say Nancy Pelosi or something.
Ooh. Oh, that's lower than Nancy Reagan. Nancy Reagan was an idol. Wait, let's not get political. Let's just stick with Susan Day from the Partridge Family. You know, that was the daughter. What was her name? Lori, I think, was her name in the show.
Well, if we were going back, I'd have to say Catherine Bach, Daisy Duke.
Oh, back in the day, Catherine Bach. Yes, absolutely. And Buffalo? All right, we don't have to go political. We can go popular. All right, let's go Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, come on. Give me some credit.
All right, Judge Judy, there's your credit, and I'm sticking to it.
You know, when I was a kid, my very first one, I guess, was Mork from Mork and Mindy. But, as I got a little bit older and started getting
Sean Connery.
Well, he's my older flame crush, as an older person. But no, I used to really think Scott Baio was like the thing back then. He was like so cute and everything. And then it went to Sean. I started getting this taste for older men, and Sean Connery was it. And then Sam Elliott. Oh my God.
Wow, this should go all night long. Well, folks, I'm going to do my last thought of the night for you, folks, before I roll the credits, and if Todd has anything else. But my last thought of the night, folks, to go home and go to bed or sleep tight on your pillow tonight, is do remember, no matter what day it is, no matter what year it is, no matter what holiday it is, remember that you are who you are, a unique individual inside and out. Love, well, that is not something that's bought, traded, or sold. It's something that's earned. Love yourself before you can love one another. And most of all, take care. Look in that mirror and give a smile. Know that you're somebody who matters, no matter what. You are who you are, and you're what God's made, a special person on this earth. With that being said, I want to say thank you to Rattlesnake and LBT and everybody up and above for helping us out. Give us a safe place to communicate and love one another and chit-chat and have a good show. And for the audience, thank you. Thank you very much for participating and listening to us. Todd, do you have anything else before the music plays?
Yes, I would just like to reiterate thank you to LBT and Rattlesnake and the ROC and Drama Free and Zello Network for having us on, and the audience participation. And I would like to thank Eagle Mama for her contribution tonight on the show and her research. It was very welcomed. And thank you to everybody for listening and supporting the show and for all your participation. We couldn't do it without you. And we will continue to do this for as long as you'll have us. And we love doing it.
For sure, for sure. And once again, thank you, Eagle Mama. I'll be over later.